Okay, so I previously just done a video talking about these three figures and that showed up on eBay, but from the same seller. However, these have since been removed, but thankfully people had already taken screenshots and that of them, and they're being archived. They were selling this, along with some others I'll show in a minute, but this is the pyjama wearing 10th Doctor figure. So, yeah, it's interesting that this one, he's missing an arm, which is probably lost to the mists of time, but again, this is one we have seen before, but this is a far clearer picture of it and that. And yeah, this is one that was, again, never released. Interestingly, it's using the standard Series 2 head rather than the regeneration head, which I think was seen before. I could be wrong with that one, but yeah, interesting to see that. We also see an earlier version of the Rose Tyler figure, and yeah, it looks very, obviously very similar to the final one, but you can see how in the prototype process compared to the final figure things change. Like, for one, her arms look too skinny, her head looks a bit too large in proportion to her body and that, and the likeness, it looks a bit more like a Barbie doll than the actual thing. But yeah, this one's more of an interesting one in the fact that how things have changed. And then this one, which we've seen before, but again, this is probably a much better picture of it, is a son of mine who, I think he's got a broken hand. I don't know if his hand is broken or whether he's meant to be holding something or not, but yeah, it's a shame that we've never had this figure before. It is a shame, because out of all of them, so far in the one set of cards, these leaks, well, not leaks, sorry, yeah, eBay listings, this would probably be the one I want the most out of them, because the others are just either variants of figures that we already have, or just of characters I just wouldn't want a figure of anyways. But yeah, moving on, we have a Captain Jack. Now, the Captain Jack figures are interesting because, despite character, doing them both for Torchwood and Doctor Who, the Torchwood ones, notably, are shit. And this would be a very good Torchwood one standing. In fact, there is a Torchwood version of him wearing this costume, but the Torchwood one has a horrible head sculpt, which I don't know why, because this one just uses the one, the standard Series 3/4 one, which was much better than the Torchwood one, which was horrible in comparison. So, yeah, again, a figure that would be nice to get released, and this one has a much better chance of the release, mainly because it's a fully articulated figure in that, so articulation wouldn't need to be added in that, so maybe we might get one in the future, who knows. But yeah, these eBay listings, hopefully, generating some interest in that, maybe, I don't know, but there hasn't been a one out of them that goes, ooh, look, a figure that really excites me, but it is interesting to see some ones that I haven't seen before.